God, I wish I could have Ash run and hit him with a fucking seal chair in the back right now. Greetings from Onita.
Onita's face is just
all the threatening, it just wastes everybody's time. I get it. You're angry. You're aggressive. You could cut the sexual tension with 4 knives. It's so thick. I get it. Y'all love to just grumble and grope at little old me. And you know what? That's fine. I understand. I understand. But do it. And if you ain't gonna do it, then stop threatening it.
Yourself. And take care of those friends of yours. They seem to treat you well enough.
Yes, I enjoy the nicknames like Bucket of Bolts and Robo-Man.
And Squiggly.
I don't call him that.
Apparently I'm a hype man now, Father.
I'm not sure what hype man is, but it sounds exciting.
Yes, I got to beatbox for the first time. That's a trip.
Beatboxing?
They're giving you some mad drugs right now to like get the poison out, and what you said was there's a plan to release something that would destroy the city, and instead you said blow you out. And Sephiroth understood what you were saying, like no, don't do that.
There's a destroy plan to release city, blah blah blah.
And the nurse is like, I know.
It's like, officer's like, how high are you? It's no, officer. It's hi. How are you?
How high are you?
I'm scared of drunk. I'm not God.
They didn't account for her small size.
Jackie currently has the drunk stat block where you have double charisma and your strength is like +2, but you have disadvantage on all skill checks or something like that.
I feel great, guys.
Some good shit.
She does and asks what I say kind of thing.
Bro, she's obviously blind.
First off, yeah, obviously, because if she wasn't, I'd have this in the bag. That don't smell great right now. Unless she likes that kind of thing, I don't know.
You have been wandering through a swamp.
Well, she's a troll. Wouldn't she dig that? Anyway, so.
She might be a troll.
She might be a troll. She might be your mom. I don't know.
She might just be a...
Well, look. I would love to introduce Onita Spinebuster. Onita would love to talk about himself. However... Fuck. Well, that's fine. I would love to.
I don't remember who asked, but yeah, that's the lizard's name. We can call him Peppermint Andy if you want, but his legal name is Funky Wizard the Monkey Lizard.
Why does he have a legal?
Don't do it when you're talking to the guards. That's just kind of
don't go like this to the guard.
Correct. Don't ever go, I didn't stab the man.
Why would I have stabbed a man?
Don't stab a man. I'm just saying if you do, don't stab a man like that.
What kind of blaster do you have? Is it a laser gun?
It is.
Oh no.
I just realized that too, Zach.
What have I missed?
Oh my God. The map is a smiley face.
I didn't notice that either.
Potato Man.
Nice.
Onita just killed a
I
man.
can't unsee it.
Yeah, Onita just killed a man.
It's got ears and like hair and everything. Damn. Okay.
Onita killed a guy. We find our greenhorned friend. I will come to him with drugs, and then I have a plan. Where's that scroll of fireball?
Merely has it.
I would like to know a little bit more before you go.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Trust
me. I have a plan.
Are we going to circle?
I
Seems like you're doing a good job.
thank you. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of diligence. However, I have mastered the tiny circle. I think I'm about to graduate to large circles.
Circles are intentional.
Yes.
I want to like get really close to the door, like I'm whispering a secret to it that only Miz can hear. We are literally going in a fucking circle, and you're letting this asshole touch your wheel. I'm going to lose my shit. Please come out and save us. We are going to fucking die.
I'm about to do a big circle.
Oh, jeez.
Do a big circle. I'll pat Abel on the shoulder. And I'm like, you're doing great, honey.
This is fun.
You're
I see
doing
why
a
Miz
really
likes
good
to
job.
do it a lot.
I do too. It makes
Why,
sense.
Cassie?
Sales are not even up!
I'm gonna go check on Syndra. I think she's mad at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Are you okay? That was a
No.
little traumatic.
I'm having a lot of fun now.
Okay, that's good. You're
Big
such
circle.
a sweet boy.
You do see a beverage kiosk, and it does have the Coca-Cola logo.
I just like look
think
at
I
it
wanna skate around
longingly
it,
and
I'm
then look
not.
into my coin purse and realize I'm broke. That's
Do
why
you
I'm
need
doing
money
this.
for this?
What?
Can I
No.
steal him a Coca-Cola?
Yeah, you see that there's about 3 feet behind the counter where there's a person making eye contact with you. There are 3 shelves neatly displayed, Coca-Cola bottles fully branded. Everything.
Well,
The
I got
red
an
label,
18
white
plus
cursive, the
5,
whole
so
shebang.
I want to lead up and start talking to them and then slide of hand to Coca-Cola.
Okay. Okay, so this lady is looking directly at you, and you're gonna try.
I'm gonna aid.
You're going to aid. Okay, you may need. I bet you eat a lot of sweets, and you're covered in sweets.
I try not.
You darn tootin' I am. We're gonna go do the soft touch. Who is your decorator for tree?
Well, these are rituals that the druids have kept sacred for many, many generations.
Right, we've been telling you to take those down, but
The Barovia HOA does not approve of this.
get
Well,
fresh ones at least.
We have had many conversations with the HOA about the fact that we are outside of their jurisdiction technically, but we always try at least to make sure our corpses that hang from the Gulfy S3 are as fresh as possible. But being this again, he's looking down. Being this far out from any village, it is hard to get fresh bodies very readily.
You are going to be
Well,
getting a nasty letter soon.
It's from an owl.
He bows like a little deeper, apologetically. After a few moments.
So I'm the kobold begins to like kind of slowly scoot his way as he's dancing and fucking party.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, we're having a good time. Yeah, Onita's like slowly grooving over. Yeah, we're having a good time. Where's the duck so we can party with the duck?
The duck's fucked up. And he bolts for the door.
No, I want to grab him before he runs away. I want to.
He's running. Roll me an attack roll. Roll me an attack roll.
Well, now ex-wife, and
I'm sorry to hear that. Told
Yeah,
about
it's-
the janitor who
it's been
feeds you
tough.
and the ex-wife. That must be real hard. I'm so sorry.
it's we've had better days. I'm only 2 years old, but so I'm up there.
Yeah, you got the best years of your life ahead of you.
No, not in these days,
No, you can't think like that. You're still 6 months at heart. I can feel it.
I needed that.
Spirits and entities that resurrected me told me about the good things in life and how I need to fight against these things that I was and what I was created, and so I have new adventures that await me, and I wish to leave my old ones behind.
Well, for what it's worth, I like you, Jackie. And I've only known you since you were changed by magic, so if it's worth anything, I think you're a
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How are you? Oh, I can't even see chat. Hi, Panda. Hi, Nolan, and everybody. Thank you. And Chris, thank you all for joining and hanging out today. It's good to see all of you. And super excited to be playing another session of the Songblades again. I think I probably need to turn this music down a bit. It might be a little overpowering. So we're gonna kind of pick up where we left off last time. Words are hard, but before we do that, I want to introduce hello, Potato Man and Mookie, and Suzerain. Hi there, first time chatter. Thank you for coming in. I hope I said that right and didn't murder it. But yeah, I want everybody to get to introduce their characters, who they're going to be playing in this little mini series. So before we get started, and I will go ahead and start that off with Ember. I'll let you go first.
I don't like to go first. So Ember is a fairy. She is a wizard. She has got long, crazy, curly, orangish red hair. She's wearing a kind of characteristic like wizard robes, but they're kind of bluish purple in color. She has a familiar. It's just a little flame whoosh. His name is Spark. That's kind of all I got.
Perfect. Love it. And you did say what race you are as well?
I'm a fairy.
Fairy? Yeah, I couldn't remember if I heard that or not.
Yes.
Awesome. And then Engree, our very own Monkey Man. Why don't you tell us who you're playing today?
I'm Monkey Man. Apparently, I'm y'all's. Didn't know that, but I'm happy to be here. And I'm playing Engree tonight. Me, Engree, but not angry. No, Engree. So Engree is very much kind of an emotional expresser, but not really able to express emotions. He has very different methods of sharing things and wants to kind of really be social, but has a really, really hard time being a bugbear and speaking very, very broken common. So he does his best.
Love it. I'm excited to see the character. And Samit, I think
yes,
I added the correct pronunciation. Why don't you tell us about Samit?
Yeah, so Samit is a young man who grew up in Zanzibar near Tathir. He underwent an accident when he was young where he lost his arm and learned the ways of astral monkhood to be able to compensate for that lost limb. In short, that's pretty much who he is. He's a human, like a real human, like, no dark vision. Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah.
Nice. Love it. You see so few of the lack of dark vision sometimes. It's fun. I like it. That's a little element of surprise. And Radaghast, who I'm just going to out it right now, has the complete opposite problem right there. Tell us about Radaghast.
Hi, I'm Radaghast, or better known as Avon. I am playing a Tiefling Cleric, Twilight Cleric to be specific, and I have the opposite problem. I have 300 feet of dark vision, so I see everything. Simple thing about Radaghast, he goes by Rio, and he is a nervous wreck in this world while trying to preach about Twilight.
You say goes by Rio, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want to remember that. And perfect. Love it. It's an interesting collage of characters here. And also, I want to mention before I forget, we will be doing our giveaway for anybody that's joined. We'll be doing the Dragonlance giveaway part of the way through the session. I will pop that up, and you can kind of keep an eye out for the bot command to enter for your chance to win the big old Dragonlance Deluxe Collector's Edition bundle. And Dragonlance, that will be the word. It's closed right now, but I'll open it up here in a little while. But with that being said, I can also not figure out how to get the music back. I keep having issues with the music, so I'm sorry, people watching. They can't hear our music. All of your audio is also coming through, so I don't know what's happening here. But is what it is.
It's
Am
not
I
a
still
good
really
here without
loud?
audio issues.
Always audio issues. It's not a chaotic stream, at least with me in it, without some audio issues. So if you want, just throw on some cool fantasy music and lo-fi in the background and just imagine you're listening with us. And so with that, we'll start. You've all been brought together by Lord Raynor Bronzeclaw, the leader of the Songblades. The Songblades, again, for anybody who hasn't watched any of these, is a group of archaeological kind of adventurers and explorers seeking out knowledge and ruins, and kind of they go exploring in hopes of finding magical artifacts and ruins that have yet to been discovered. And they also do philanthropic work and pick up jobs for coin. They are currently nestled in the city of Neverwinter after having been kind of kicked out of Waterdeep because, yes, while they did some savior work there, it also costs the city a lot of money. So they just thought it best to operate in another city. Moving on to Neverwinter, they're trying really hard to get a good functioning grasp here and build some rapport, earn some coin, get out of the dingy little tavern that they have. And as such, in the last chapter, they sent off the first group to pick up a job at a museum. And after the job was complete, the proprietor, the curator, I guess, of that museum, sent with them a letter to give to Lord Bronzeclaw. After having examined the letter, he brings you all here now in front of this table. And as you sit in front of this table, all gathered around, he begins to address you.
Thank you all so much for heeding my call on such short notice. I have had an opportunity to examine this letter that was brought back by Maya and the rest of them. So I want to explore the contents of this letter. If I'm being honest with you, it could be a fantastic delve into some what look to be old dwarven ruins below the city. However, we need supplies. We need things to go on this endeavor, lest we even be able to breach the door. As you all know, we have lack of funds currently, so I can't just buy the provisions we need. I'm going to have to call in a few favors. I'm asked favors for a reason, and now it is come time to collect. So, as such, this is not a normal paying job, but I'm not going to ask you to do nothing for free. So I will take it out of our own coffers and offer you each 100 gold for your employ, for you to go collect on my favors. And it's an interesting, there's a catch, this favor that I'm going to send you on. And it's lucky Samit here has the proficiencies in which they do, because you're going to have to get on a boat.
You see Samit very excited about the mention of boat. Sorry. You see Samit like, he wasn't really paying attention before, but as soon as you mention a boat, he like stops doing what he's doing. He's now fully attentive. A boat, you say?
A boat, yes, but there's a catch. I know you're accustomed to faring the sea. Well, the sky is just like a waterless sea, so I'm gonna need you to fare this boat into the sky.
You
Ember's
see
gonna
Samit
look-
get even more excited.
Yeah, Ember's gonna look pretty relieved that it's not water.
Yeah, no water this time. Instead, I need you to, if you look up outside and you see the clouds, just go a little further. Once you peek the clouds, just literally directly up from Neverwinter, you'll see a large body of land floating high. This is going to be known as the town of Fruvig. And in Fruvig, I have an acquaintance known as Omog. I need you to seek out Omog and tell him, it's very important, he is an artificer of no compare. I need him to craft an item that will allow me to unlock, or you, to unlock a door. Any door. Maybe multiple doors. If you can get him to craft this, just tell him, remember, I know what I did for him, and it's time to repay that debt. Okay, and he'll know. Just make sure you tell him that his debt will be cleared, and he should have no problem. He's a nice fellow. A nice, large, intimidating fellow. But I think you'll do fine. There is a catch, however. They don't just let anybody float up to their town. So he kind of pats Samit on the shoulder. Your skills of piloting may be put to the test, and I will say this with the most, just the most gracious of attitude. Please don't damage this boat. Spell-jamming helms are not cheap. I had to pull in another favor to rent this boat. This is not our boat. If it gets damaged or it is destroyed, that is 20,000 gold pieces that I will never be able to repay. So please be very, very careful.
I promise I will do my best to make sure I do not run into the clouds. Will they damage the ship? And I kind of look around the table at everyone.
You'll be fine. The clouds won't damage you, but what's in them might. So anyway, your ship is actually just right outside the city walls. Just go directly north. You literally can't miss it. Just don't hit it.
So, would it be safe to assume that we're unwelcome guests?
No, you're not unwelcome. Not necessarily unwelcome. You'll be welcome once they know who you are or who sent you. It's just getting from here to there that it's going to be a little turbulent.
As long as we don't get shot down first, we'll be okay.
Please, 20,000 gold pieces is so much money. So I beg of you, be very careful.
Engree's gonna raise his hand.
Yes, Engree, please.
What water boat? A sky? And
Yes.
he has a shield of expression, and that's how he expresses himself. And he's gonna tap it, and it's gonna turn into a look of kind of confusion. Just,
I love that shield. I'm so happy that you have that.
Ship. Water ship, yes, sky. So there is a seat on the ship that lets it fly. And it, you pilot it much like you would that of a ship in the water. But instead of water, it goes into the sky. It's wonderful magics.
water, sky, rain?
It might rain. It's possible. Rain does come from clouds. It is indeed a truth.
Yes.
So is that anything that Ember would be familiar with?
With the traveling into the sky?
Yes.
It is something that people do. You know, there's spell jamming helms and ships that go off into wild space and stuff. Probably nothing you've ever witnessed, but something you know is a thing.
Okay. And I will say, I'm not asking you to go into space, just above the clouds. Don't keep going into space. We're not prepared for that. It's dangerous, like fucking murder comets and shit. And clowns. Ugh.
Engree's gonna reach his arms out. Engree has lot of space.
Yes, Engree. It's got a patch on the shoulder.
The shield's gonna kind of turn happy, like he's proud of himself.
You all have specific skills that you're good at, and you're here for a reason. I think you will all have to work well with one another. Although it should be a relatively peaceful mission.
Until we get shot down.
Yes. Well, no, you're not going to. I have faith in Samit. I have a lot of faith. So, is there any other questions you have before you take off? Would you like to take some food with you, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he'll gather up some smoked fish into a basket.
While he's away, can I just like lean into the table? Like, did anyone get the odd sexual tension when he was talking about Omag? 'Cause that distracted me for a lot. He said large and impressive. I tuned out and then heard 50,000, and I got confused after.
Did he describe what he looks like? Just he said he was large.
Yes.
Okay.
He did not describe what he looked like, no.
Okay, so we probably need to follow up on that.
When he comes back to the table, like Rio's gonna lean over and like, when you say large, are you talking like a giant, or are you talking just a large man, or am I looking for a guy with a third leg?
Give me a persuasion check. Those are all not mutually exclusive. What?
Isn't that a one?
Yes. Just gotta pat you on the back with a yes.
So a giant with the third leg. That's what we're looking for.
A giant with a giant. Yeah. So, with that, still waiting on Samit to return. They got disconnected. We will have you go ahead and head out of the song, unless there's anything else y'all wanted to do beforehand.
You said you gave us fish, right?
Yeah, a basket full of smoked fish.
How many is basket?
There's about 5 decent-sized fish in here with a little pouch of fried potato chips.
So fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Okay, in a basket.
In a basket, yes.
This is like a place around here, Country Fried.
I like to make sure that you are well taken care of. If anything, well fed. So, let me know. I guess I'll know when you get back. But be safe, please. Don't wreck the boat.
Engree's gonna take the fish and the chips and the basket, and he's gonna use a very large, what looks like napkin in front of him. I guess it's part of the tablecloth, and he's gonna fold it up and he's gonna hold it and ready. Good. So
good.
Engree's got the food. We're ready.
All right.
I feel like we gotta wait on our pilot though, right?
You all see Samit took off a little earlier to go on down to the boat to get things prepared.
I think I can hear you, Samit. Yeah, I can hear you.
Do you? I do not.
I
Do y'all hear
either.
Samit? I don't see Samit in video, so I don't know where he was.
Samit's on video. You might have to reload your thing again.
Reload video. Yeah, try reloading video and see if that works. But yeah, so Samit kind of takes off, heads a little early as you all. Aha! There we go. Back in action. Perfect timing as well. Me.
He just ran off.
Love it. Yeah, that's par for the course. So you all catch up to Samit. Samit, you had a little extra time to gather some intel about your ship. It's a very large, it's called a fish ship. It is a spell jamming vessel capable of both sea and air travel. And you kind of get yourself acquainted with the spell jamming helm. It's going to feel very similar, you think, to traveling in the water. So as you all begin to take off out of the dock from Neverwinter, give me a takeoff. Head towards the sky. I'm going to want... Where did I write this down at? Yeah. Okay. So I want a vehicle check as you begin approaching the clouds. So it looks clear. You see clear skies up ahead, big poofy white clouds, bright sunshiny day. It's beautiful. But as you start getting closer to the peak of these clouds, you see thunder, or you see lightning and hear thunder crashing as the sky begins to darken around the area that you are traveling to. So for a vehicle check, give me a dexterity check with add your proficiency bonus to it since you're proficient with vehicles. You can do either dexterity or intelligence, your choice. And that's a 1, a natural 1.
Well, the proficiency isn't in there, but that wouldn't help much. It's only a 4.
Yeah, that's a 4. So you're getting the grasp of it. You're feeling really comfortable until the turbulence starts to hit and you see lightning begin to crash down around you. And as you go to try and maneuver through this storm, it feels actually a lot more clunky than it does in water. It seems harder to turn, harder to move. And the boat is going to get smashed with a bolt of lightning as you see bits of wood splinter off into the sky. Perfectly still usable, very visible destruction on the front of the helm. We'll do next. So, okay, you see big, large shards of ice begin crashing down through your now slightly obscured vision. Fog and cloud is kind of beginning to cover your area of vision, and you see the shadows of these large ice boulders come crashing down towards your ship. You have a couple of options. Give me the other three of you, not Samit because you're piloting the ship. The other three of you, give me a perception check.
Ignore that guidance. I was looking at it. I didn't mean to click it.
Oh, that's fine.
Perception. 23.
16. How big are these ice boulders?
Which one's perception? I got 3.
Yep. 3. I would say they're probably about 3 or 4 foot in diameter.
So there's no way I could melt them as they're coming at us?
You can certainly try, but you would probably guess that your fire would not have enough effect on it at the trajectory that it's coming down. I'll give you that much. What was your perception, Engree?
I got a 21.
Okay.
30, yeah.
And yours was 16, Ember, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All three of you will immediately look over and you see a large ballista sitting at the front, loaded with massive ballista bolts in it. Get an idea, you might be able to shoot them if you're a good shot.
What kind of check would that be?
Make an attack roll if you want to try and shoot the ballista at the... Otherwise, Ember, you can try flinging some spells at it if you would like.
Yeah, that's going to be my natural reaction, is to try to melt them with fire.
Attack roll, I got a 22.
22. Okay, so you see Engree just doom, 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 rush up to this ballista, grab, and you let loose that. As you see that arrow fly into the most closest, that's right words, the closest ice boulder floating through the sky, and it smashes it in about 2 pieces. One of the pieces comes flying back towards Samit. Go ahead and Ember, make me an attack roll for your, I'm assuming, what spell are you wanting to cast?
Firebolt?
Yeah, make me an attack roll.
10.
A 10, that's perfect because it's a DC 10. So Samit, you see this shard of ice come flying towards you. Fire bolt just blasts it out from in front of your face. A little bit of flakes of snow and ice kind of splatter across your face, but no harm done. As you continue to progress through the clouds, now getting ever thicker and harder to see. Make me an Arcana check if you are proficient in Arcana, and go ahead and give me one more vehicle roll.
Before Samit goes to make another vehicle roll, I'm going to tap him on the shoulder for guidance.
Okay.
Right.
So you could add a G4 to that.
You'll also kind of like when you tap my shoulder, you'll kind of like almost like a look down and be like, oh, that's right. And like I'll actually astral summon my other arm to kind of like help me out, because I'm I've only got one arm. So yeah, so you kind of see this like greenish purple energy kind of swirl around, form an arm, and then kind of like create a realistic looking arm that I'm now using to man both, with both hands now.
Love it. Astral Monk, love it.
Did you want Arcana from anybody or just from Samit?
Anybody that's proficient in Arcana.
After the
20.
icicle.
Go ahead, Engree.
After the icicle thing, Engree's gonna look back at Ember and like put his hand up like that, and like for like an air 5, and he's gonna say 10 point.
She'll high five him back.
Engree's wholesome. Love it. All right.
So that's a 23 on vehicle handling.
Perfect. Okay. So you are able to dip through, now getting a good grasp of how the vehicle handles, and dodge a couple more of the incoming ice shards. With a 20, are you the only one proficient in Arcana? Okay. Ember, this ever-growing fog, this vision obscuring, even those of you with dark vision are having a hard time seeing much more in front of your face, you just see large shadows passing by. You recognize this is definitely a magical effect that is obscuring your vision. And I don't know if any of you do or not, but something like Dispel Magic could probably get rid of the effects that are hampering you right now.
Nope.
All right. No Dispel Magics. Okay. So as you approach the large landmass, coming closer and closer and closer, give me the third and final vehicle check to see if you can land this with disadvantage because you can't see.
All right. So
Can I cast light on the front of the boat? Would it project enough that he could see?
Not enough. No.
So 12, so that's 15, and then guidance is a D6.
D4.
D4.
D4. Okay. So that is a 14, 17.
17. Perfect. So 15 was the DC. As you see this hunk of landmass approaching you just closer and closer, it is just a dark silhouette amongst the fog. Right as you peak and crest the edge of the clouds, it all lightens up. Bright of day again, and you are just feet from a large, hunking, floating landmass. You pull up, and you kind of slide the boat over to the side as you hit the ground, and you slide skidding across grass. No damage, extra damage to the boat. You've definitely made a huge rut and divot area into the side of this, looks like somebody's yard. As you look around you and you see a massive town, not massive as in like the size of Neverwinter. There's probably only 7 or 8 buildings here, but they are gargantuan in size. As you see hovering over your boat, the visage of a humongous, almost gray-skinned giant with bald head and just wearing like a loincloth, and he's just very muscular, and he hovers over you and gives you a quick,
"You broke my yard."
Does he have a third leg?
Just 2.
Just 2.
Rio's just looking out of the side of the ship like, I can buff out, and we could like replant whatever was there.
You replant grass, huh? Do you have grass with you?
Ember's gonna cast Druidcraft and just make like a tiny patch of grass in her hand and like show it to him.
"You son of a bitch, you did it."
Beautiful grass. Okay. Maybe it's okay. Beautiful grass. You're not supposed to be here. What are little land people doing on our rock?
Well, we will send to Fruvig at this year, right? We're looking for
Fruvig is our rock.
Omag. Yeah, Omag sent us. He's a friend of us.
We're looking for Omag.
You're looking for Omag. Why you want Omag?
We've come to ask a favor.
You're not supposed to be here.
Is the guy that sent us, is his name Bronze Claw, or what's his name?
Yeah, Bronze Claw.
Okay, so I'm just going to tell him that Bronze Claw sent us here.
Oh my, Bronze Claw. He give me dog for son's birthday. Bronze Claw, good man. He help everybody in this village. Bronze Claw send you. You are a friend of Bronze Claw. You are a friend of me.
Are you Omag?
I am not Omag. No, I'm Gluddig.
Gluddig?
Yes, Gluddig.
It's nice to meet you, Gluddig.
It is meet you. I wouldn't say nice, but you destroyed my yard. So it's not nice. But Bronze Claw's friend, I'll overlook it. Okay? Very good. You made it here without dying. We have a lot of protections. So, good. For your safety. Omag, though, he has shop. If you're looking for Omag's shop is this way. And he points about
4 buildings down.
I guess Ember's just going to kind of fly that way.
Rio's following, not that far behind.
Are you going to leave boat in grass?
She's going to look at Samit and be like,
Well, I mean, what do you recommend we do with the ship? Do you want us to dock it in air? How does that work?
You probably good pilot, I'm assuming. But how about we pick it up and just dock it off behind my house? Is that okay?
Fantastic. Yeah, it would make fixing your grass much easier.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Cool.
And I kind of put up my hand for a high five.
He'll high
five you, but his hand is like ginormous compared to yours. And he's gonna holler for Glundy, come help Gluddig. And his wife is gonna come out, and they're gonna just kind of manhandle this boat and move it over to the side.
did you even make names, or are you just making noises?
Oh, I made them. They're wrote down.
Okay.
Glundy and Gluddig.
Before they move the boat, though, throughout all of this, you see Engree's shield just absolutely terrified look on his face on the shield, and Engree's just white knuckling this ballista, and he goes, safe.
Rio's calling from down. Come on, Engree. It's safe down here.
Oh.
I have chips.
Oh, wait. You know the chips? I took the chips.
He snatched like a handful of chips and walked away.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm just gonna slowly let go, just hand shaking, and kind of the shield's face kind of just starts to relax a little bit as he kind of just hops off the boat and just kind of gets his bearings, and then notices there's this giant there. Hi.
Please don't shoot that thing. Here. Cows are small. That will kill cows.
Angry, no shoot. And taps the shield, and kind of more of just a smile of like, hey, I'm friendly kind of face shows up.
Like hold his arm out, and let you like walk down it, kind of like a plank to help get off of the boat.
Thank you.
And with that, as you all head to the building that he had pointed at before, you see a very large workshop. This is a really neat building. It's got a bunch of like gadgets and little Well, I say little. They're big to you all, little to them. Little tinkerings and clockwork fixtures, little like clocks, a grandfather clock and stuff, but giant sized. Little bitty magical kind of birds floating around. You hear the little gears whirling from within them. The door is unlocked and slightly ajar, but there doesn't. Give me a perception check.
25.
17.
Damn y'all. Perceptives. 14.
20. Dirty 20.
All right. So all of you will notice as you walk up, it is peculiar. The door is open, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of struggle from the outside. But yeah, you stand in front of the workshop, which is also his house. Door open. The handle to the door is, I guess Engree's probably the tallest, and it's going to sit about maybe 3 foot above your head. You would have to reach up to grab the door handle.
Rio like hands Engree his warhammer. Is like, here, hook it on and just like pull it down if you can.
Pull down the what?
The door handle.
Oh, the door handle. I thought he was saying the top of it. Okay, Engree's gonna take the Engree's his own hammer. So he's gonna reach his own hammer up with just one arm and kind of pull it like this. And do I need to do any checks for this or something?
No, the door is already slightly ajar.
Oh, slightly. So Engree's gonna just grab the door and pull open. Engree can kind of just tries to pull it open.
It's very hard, but you're strong, and so you're able to push this door open as it slides.
Strong.
Engree strong. Love it. And yeah, you make it into Olog's shop. It's empty. You see, it just looks like a madhouse in here. Nothing is organized. Nothing is put where it's supposed to be. You see papers sprawled all over the place. Screws, nuts, bolts, little gemstones littering the house. But no sign of Omog.
Engree's gonna shout out, "Hello, Engree here. Hello."
You get no answer.
Casting thaumaturgy, Rio screams out, Omog, Broadsclaw sent us. Something about tender loving?
You get no response. I can't hear you.
You might have to rejoin, nurse.
She rejoined. Make sure it's connected to the right microphone. It is. Okay, say something.
I hear static.
Yeah, I'm not hearing you. Refresh it. Try again. While she does that, what are the rest of you doing here in the house?
I guess I'd be looking among all of the debris. Given that my sister is a bit of a tinkerer, I would be like looking to see if there's anything that looks like I would know what it is.
Give me an investigation check. And Ember. Still very quiet.
20.
At least you can hear it now, though.
Can hear you.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
It's very
cool. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were too far away from the mic. Yeah. Okay. Oh, move it a little closer again.
That's weird.
There you go.
It's
cool.
Like something became undone.
So you got a 20. With a 20, you will see, again, you're kind of used to the clutter from your sister. And digging through the clutter, you look for things of significance and of importance. You do find a journal that seems to be open, displayed out, a charcoal pen kind of sitting next to it. The current page, can you read Giant or Infernal?
Common and Draconic.
Ooh, so this is illegible to you.
Okay.
Illegible.
Yeah,
I kind of look around to everybody, and I found this text, this tome. Does anybody happen to know this? It's not Draconic. I know that.
Rio looks over and just looks at it, and he understands the infernal. What does it say up?
Oh, you speak Infernal.
He's a tiefling.
oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. So most of what's written on this page is gibberish to any of you because most of it's written in Giant. However, there is a section that says in Infernal, the barb of a devil. And then you see the exclamation point next to it with like a really heavy dot. Like he just boom the end of it.
He was messing with devils, apparently. Anybody speak Giant?
I'm checking right now to see if Engree does. I don't remember. It's under extras or description, no features and.
It should be
with proficiencies in languages all the way to the left and beyond 20.
Oh, okay, to the bottom there. Yeah, I speak Giant.
You do speak
Common,
Giant.
Giant, and Goblin.
Wow, nice, cool. So as you take a look over at Engree, you can discern that Omog is trying to craft something he refers to as Ice Storm Giant armor. He has some notes scribbled on there in Giant that say he needs to go to Blood-a-Bond for diamond powder, and he needs an emerald infused with blood.
Where is he going again?
Blood-a-Bond.
Blood-a-Bond. Bloodubond.
Sounds like something that you'd sell in an infomercial.
Well, if he is not here and he needs materials, perhaps he took off to go get these materials. I kind of start looking around for that stuff to see if maybe he had some already.
You don't see with your investigation check, you don't see anything. It actually looks like he left in kind of a hurry. If you had to venture a wise guess.
Okay.
Rio just looks around, just sees if there are any demonic things. Since it mentioned a barb of a devil.
No, you don't. No, you don't see anything unscrupulous, like any demonic nothing or other in the area. So it kind of strikes you as odd seeing that in his journal.
Well, that's concerning.
The barb of the devil. It could be a curse.
Could be a curse. Could be a material. All I know, devils are not fun to mess with. I know my dad is a dick.
I would not know of any such things. I mean, you are the most interesting I have seen in some time. I'm kind of looking up at you because I imagine you're taller than me.
Yeah, Rio stands at 5'9".
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're the same height as me.
Rio's just pointing at the fairy, just that's probably the most interesting I've seen in a couple years.
I'm just talking about interesting types of people because I'm human, so I'm not used to seeing tieflings or fairies, I guess.
Fairies probably more uncommon. You are more of an uncommon group of folk with a bugbear, a fairy, and a tiefling. Yeah, a little different, but the Songblades
sounds like a good bar joke.
Yeah. So yeah, what do y'all do from here after you've discerned this about his journal?
We need to go to Bullabond. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Bloodbond.
Bloodabond. Yeah.
Bloodborne.
These were names that I did write down, but they did originate from just making noises, so that's fair. As you step outside, you can you got a good. There's only 8 or so buildings here in this town. It's easy enough to spot. You see a large sign written in giant. Engree, you're the only one that's going to recognize it, but it says Bloodabond's Jewels. Sorry, Bloodabond's Family Jewels.
Bloodbond has family jewels.
I would hope he does.
Yeah.
Maybe find third leg there.
I would hope we find those too. Let's just go.
This is definitely how I envisioned this. Third legs and family jewels. I have a strong sense we're going somewhere towards a giant's penis. I'm just going to go ahead and clear the elephant in the room. No? Okay.
No.
So, you know me better than that.
All I know is now I'm going to knock when we get to that place. I don't want to walk in on anything.
As you approach Bloodabonds, you see a couple of giants kind of staring. Give me a nature check. Let's see if you know what kind of giants these are, if you feel so inclined.
So yeah, 17 with the +0.
I got a 14.
8.
Oh, are we all rolling? Sorry.
It's if you want to. You would have some knowledge of giants from the Feywild.
17.
17. Okay, so Radaghast, you and did Engree roll as well?
Yeah, 14.
14. Yeah, so all of you except for Samit would know that these are storm giants. They are typically friendly and a little more peaceful than most giantkin, which are not typically nice. Most giants are pretty ruthless, but these are, luckily for you, the friendly kind, and they've been relatively friendly so far. As a couple of them do give you weird looks as you walk through their town, not used to seeing non-giant folk in their town, but you do make your way to Bloodabond's Family Jewels, and there's a large door in front of you with emerald-colored stained glass windows, and it does appear to be shut.
By the way, did you say they were storm or swarm giants? Storm.
Okay. Storm. There's not a swarm of giants yet.
A swarm of giants would be terrifying.
Yeah, I've never heard of a swarm.
So scary.
Just droning.
As we're walking through, Engree's, and the giants are looking down at all of us. Engree's gonna tap his shield and turn it into an expression, that innocent-looking face with that halo over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like that, and just kind of show everybody, kind of like we're good. As we get to the I guess door, Engree's gonna knock, and because he knows he's really small compared to this, he's gonna say it out loud too. Knock, knock.
So you give me a performance check.
Where is performance? Uh-oh. The -1 on that. That's a 12.
Uh-oh.
12.
Yeah.
Your knock is off with you knock and then yell knock. And it's not very loud. But luckily your voice booms more than your knock does on this wood's very thick. Eventually you see this emerald stained glass covered with the shadow of a tall storm giant, dressed in really fine clothes, like this, got like a suit on. All these people have so far been in like linens and loincloths and comfortable. This individual is in a tux and like very fine clothes as they open up the door and kind of greet you with
Oh, hello. Very fancy to make your day. In common.
Engree's just gonna, his eyes are gonna go wide. He has trouble expressing, emotions, but his eyes can go wide and just sharp. Hi.
Oh, thank you. A most astute observation. I do tend to fancy myself to be more of an affluent dresser than my kinfolk here. I like the finer things. Please do come in, and thank you for noticing. And he kind of gives you a bow.
Engree's gonna bow back, and Shield's gonna express just very pleased and almost kind of slightly blushing that he was complimented. And he's gonna walk in.
What do you all need from Blutobon? Are you here for jewels, for necklaces, for trinkets? I don't think my earrings will fit you.
Well, we can always try. I mean, I kind of gesture to my ear.
Yeah, and you have beautiful ears, but I would not want to harm them with such thick earrings.
I appreciate your concern. He's like kind of looking up at him. Yeah.
Perhaps I fashion you something smaller.
Hey, if you have something in my size, I mean, I would not imagine you're actually the first. He kind of looks around at everybody else and says, he's the first to say that he hasn't given us any crap about not being from here. I imagine you get a lot of travelers, and he kind of looks back up at this person.
Yeah, Blutobon does not get travelers, no, but I do travel down to the Sword Coast from time to time and make trade with. I got to get my gemstone somewhere. We've one mountain here. Few precious gemstones. I have to go get my emeralds and rubies from below. So I fancy meeting folks different that I normally get to see.
Engree's gonna elbow Ember and like, you must have big family jewels.
Oh my. We do have big jewels. And I like big jewels, and I cannot lie.
Rio's like off, like staring at like some jewelry, and it just heard that is now dying laughing. But Rio just looks over. We're looking for Omog. Apparently he's supposed to be over here, unless he's not.
Umog.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Because y'all were so nice, you will get advantage.
I got an 11. With the advantage, I got an 11.
Omog. Strange. Omog was just here. Omog was inquiring about strange items. It's odd. They took the emerald, but he has not come back for the diamond dust. The diamond dust was ready, 2 hours ago, and he left 3 hours ago. So he should have been back. But I don't know. Omog is a bit rambunctious, a little out there, and was muttering something about the symbols in the mountain.
Do you say he was supposed to come back for the diamond dust or with the diamond dust?
He was to come back for the diamond dust.
Okay.
So he
said
went
it was very urgent.
So he went to the mountain to try to get the resources that he would need in addition to the ones that you were providing for him?
No, I have no idea why he was go to the mountain. We only have one. It's kind of, dull, nothing really fancy there. I don't know what symbols he refers to. But for someone who needed it so urgently and paid to have it, the diamonds crushed so quickly, I would have assumed he'd have been back now.
The notes didn't say anything about diamond dust, did it? The ones that I read? It was just emerald from blood.
It said diamond powder and emerald infused with blood.
Okay, so it did say it then. Okay. Engree's gonna ask where mountain?
Oh, well, my friend, if you step outside, it's the large peaks.
family jewels, large peaks, good place.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Rio just has his hand, like his face buried in his hand, is not trying to laugh in this guy's face.
If you see in chat, I don't know how to say that emoji out loud, but that's what Angry Shield looks like right now.
It's just a crying, laughing face.
That's the canon now. Is the face emojis on the shield? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it's been. He has like his shield turns
emoji.
into kind of like emojis in a way. That's the easiest way I can think of describe it.
Perfect.
So Samit's gonna kind of like lean over to Rios and go, do you think he is looking for symbols in the mountain that have to pertain to the devil and maybe his barb? Yeah. Maybe we should go look.
That'd be my next guess, honestly. And he like turns to the giant. How long does it take us to get to the mountain from here?
Depends. If you want to go to the top of the mountain, couple of hours, but to the base, 20 minutes.
Are there any caves or anything, or is it just a solid piece of rock?
You know, I've been to the top shrine, but I've never been around the base of the mountain. Can't honestly tell you. I prefer to take my endeavors, where I get my hands a little less dirty.
Is that like 20-minute giant travel or?
Oh, very good point. Maybe 40 for you. You fly, though.
So it means we are probably looking at much longer than 2 hours to the top.
Yes.
Unless you think that you could escort us there, I mean, we might be able to pay you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, 18.
Let me see what he gets. A 4.
I suppose that I could fancy you a piggyback ride. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. I mean, I do not know if this is what you do normally, but I'm happy to pay. I mean, service is service.
No. This is just as much joy for me as it is for you. And
he will lead you outside.
Angry's gonna raise his hand.
Yes, polite one.
Shotgun.
Shotgun. This means
He gets first dibs on which seat he gets in the chair on the ride.
Yeah, I getting shoulder.
Shoulder, yes, shoulder for Engree.
And it's the shield's gonna just light up, just full of excitement.
And he'll lead you outside. He'll kind of bend over a bit and put his arms down onto the ground where you can kind of climb up his arms, and 2 of you can each sit on a shoulder.
Does he have like a pocket?
Yeah, I was thinking the pocket.
Yeah, he has a tiny little pocket with the silk hanky kind of in the front.
I would like to sit on that.
He will allow you to, but not the fire, because he doesn't want to catch his silk hanky on fire.
I will hold it like this.
Okay, that's fair. You hold your little flame familiar in front of you.
And I'm gonna like whisper it and like giggle and like you can tell I'm talking shit, but you can't hear what I'm saying.
He can't hear what you're saying?
Nobody can.
Okay.
I just look like a crazy person talking to myself.
She just looks like she's talking into her hands.
Yeah.
All right, well, allow me to lock up. And off we go.
And he will escort you all to the base of the mountain. Takes about 20 minutes to walk there. You get a good sight. You're now shoulder level, and you get to kind of look over at what would be their eye level of the town. The houses are nice. They're not super fancy, but they're, brick and mortar, or stone and mortar, I guess. Cobblestone paved roads. They look like they do okay here. and you make your way up to the edge of the mountain. There's a path that winds up to the top. It looks like you can't really see past. There's clouds covering the top of the mountain, but you can tell that the path winds up through it. And then there are some forest almost kind of around the basin of the mountain. And he will bend over and set his arms down and let you off, and then kind of like put a hand up for Ember to stand on his hand and put you down on the ground.
She's just gonna kind of like flutter out and go down by herself.
Oh yeah, you can fly. That's correct. Pardon me. So we've made it
A little bit.
polite. You all are fantastic, polite individuals. And this one, pointing at Radagast, laughs a lot. I like you all. Quite interesting. But unfortunately, this is as far as I take you. I must go back to my business. But hopefully I have expedited your process. And if you find Omog, tell him I have his product. Now it sounds like a drug deal.
Now it sounds like it's Coke. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now it's Coke.
Did you say that we each got some money at the very beginning to help us out?
Not yet. He did not pay you to begin with.
Okay. Then as Engree hops off, he still has the bag of what's left. I guess I'm gonna say it's, I don't know how much was taken out of it when he wasn't looking. But he's gonna take one of the fish out, his fish, and thank. I don't know if we ever actually got his name, did we?
Well, we imagine it's Blunderbond.
Blunderbond. Blunderbond.
Oh, it is him. I thought that was the name. Okay.
Blunderbond, yes.
Blunderbond. Engree's gonna thank Blunderbond and put the fish in his hand and just thank you. All Engree has for you. Thank you.
Ooh, fish. Tasty little morsel.
It's probably like a Tic Tac for him.
Yeah, he'll take one. And you see him.
Only had one to give him.
Delicate. Love it. Thank you so kindly for your offerings. I appreciate your kindness.
Angry, not angry.
Yes.
And Samit puts up for a final high five.
Oh, he'll give you a high five, and it's again just tiny little into his hand. And then he starts to walk off. You feel the ground kind of rumble as he walks off, and the trees shake a little bit. It stops, and he turns around and he looks at you all and gives you kind of a smile, and then fixes his coat tail and walks back off towards his shop. As y'all stand,
Give him money.
He refused it.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
So fish.
He ate the fish. That's good for him. Y'all may, standing here at the precipice of this mountain range in the forest, give me an investigation check if you would like.
13.
20.
9.
14.
Okay.
Rio assumes it's cold and takes out his little bottle of coffee and starts drinking to warm himself up.
It is cold up here. Yeah. You pop the top to it. It's nice, warm, hot, invigorating coffee.
Anybody else want coffee? As he just hands the bottle out.
You can see Engree's, some of his hair is kind of like back from just having a lot more higher wind from moving faster, and it's cold. So please. And he
hands him the bottle.
It is a completely full bottle of hot, perfectly hot coffee.
And he just takes a swig and hands it back. Thank you.
Samit, with that 20, you're going to notice there are a lot of footprints in the area. Most of them go up this path. However, you do see a set of very large footprints leading off the trail, leading into the forest around the mountains.
Well, now that we are here, it kind of seems like we should look for the larger prints, like these ones here. Something tells me especially if these symbols were known well. People on the island would know, but or the mountain. My bad. Perhaps we take this route. We would find him, or we could split.
Ember does not want to split up and try to fight a giant by herself.
Giants, devils, whatever's at the top of this mountain's not going to be a fun thing to fight. I suggest staying together.
Okay.
Big man, what about you?
Ember is just gonna grab Engree's hand and try to like pull him.
Engree got a 9, so he's not really too sure what he's saying. So everybody's like this, and Engree's just gonna let Ember lead him. Oh, okay, we go.
That coffee kicked in. The attention span went way shorter. Note to self: don't give Engree coffee.
Engree's just gonna again.
All right, so sticking together, and you're going which direction?
Wherever Samit wanted to go.
Yeah, I guess we'll take that larger path.
One up the mountain?
The larger
okay.
path, moving up the mountain, not the well-trafficked area.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, this one leads off to the side, just veering off of the trail. And it eventually leads you into, you see the mouth of a cave. And in front of the cave, we'll say with that 20 investigation check, you would notice a splatter of blood lining the inside, just across the threshold of this cave.
Okay. And with that, Ember is going to cast Mage Armor.
As we get to the front of the cave too, Rio's gonna turn at everybody, count them out, and be like, "All right, if you don't have dark vision, good luck." As he snaps his fingers and casts Eyes of Night, and up to 3 willing creatures have now 300 feet dark vision.
Yay!
Oh,
so I guess now I can see clear into this cave.
All of you now have dark vision. In that case, I'm just gonna put light everywhere.
Okay. Because it said I don't own a character that has vision of this area, even though I've got 60 feet.
Put your tokens on the map here.
Oh wow!
And...
Oh, we see everything.
All right, so you do see a slew of things, but you're face to face now in the mouth of this cave. Up ahead of you, Samit, with that extra dark vision that you've been granted, your eyes almost like a flash of light blinding you for just a split second, and you open, you blink quick a couple times, and everything just hones in, sharpens real closely. Further into the mouth of the cave, you see an odd glowing red light pulsing and emanating from around a floating almost ring of red. You see some runes and sigils on the ground, splatters of blood all over the cave.
Guys, it looks like there's a mirror of red. There's someone in here. We should be careful. And then I'll start to stealth my way forward.
Change the music a little bit. Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Ooh, 9.
Oh, a 9. Okay. As you move forward, you are all free to follow as well, or are you all hanging back?
Move forward just a little bit.
As
Not
you
too much, though.
Move to about where you're at, Samit, you move closer into an opening. There's like a large stalactite type pillar reaching all the way up to the ceiling. You see a giant. You see a few things here, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit. You see a very large giant being taken away by what look to be 5 of these roughly human-sized creatures, spines jetting off of their body. They're very barbed creatures. Hovering above is a slew of 5 or 6 very spiny winged devilish looking creatures. A lot of them have gathered one of these giants up and are pushing and just grabbing him and pulling him through what appears to be a flaming portal. And you see on the other side of the portal a vision of a frosty tundra. And the last thing you hear before he goes through the portal is,
"Oh, whoopsie! I made a boo-boo."
and they and you see most of these devils fly through the portal with him in tow. The 3, though, that have stuck back notice you all. I want everybody to go ahead and roll me initiative rolls. Yeah.
Before I roll for initiative, I'm doing the Twilight Cleric thing where I can give myself advantage.
Sure. Go right ahead.
I can find it. Oh, wait. Okay.
All right. So we got. No, Ember will be rolling in person. Ember, what was your initiative roll?
6.
Okay. And Radagast, what was yours?
15.
Okay. And let's see. What is Engree's?
18.
18. Hey, and what was Samit's?
14.
Okay, so that one was right. All right, Engree, you are at the top of the turn as you hear this whoopsie, I made a boo-boo. And from where you're standing, you would have seen some of the devilish-looking creatures kind of droning around and pulling him through the portal. What do you do?
I mean, is he being pulled in through the portal, or has he been pulled through the portal?
He's going from this cave into another, wherever the portal leads.
So he is like partway through the portal. He has not made it completely through yet, is he?
He's all the way through at this point. Yeah.
Okay, so he's already gone. And can I hear, like, is it, I guess, do I hear through the portal, if that makes sense? Like, is it the only noise he's making, or is there a noise coming through?
After he went through, you heard nothing. It's almost like the end of his sentence got cut off.
Okay, so it's probably no sound then. Darn. Okay. I am. I was gonna call out, but that probably isn't gonna do us any good. So, I'm gonna. Actually, you know what? No, that makes sense. I'm gonna move up. That's what, 40. So that's. I'd say I'm gonna move to right. Can I not move? There we go. Move to right here. That should be it. And I'm gonna. Engree's gonna rage and yell out for what he assumes is who we're looking for is, and he's gonna rage and just, Omar!
Go get him, big guy.
And that's all he really can do at the moment.
All right, so you rage, rush forward as your final few steps just splatter in a pool of blood. You look ahead of you, there is a thick area of webbing in between here and there. You could travel through it. It's probably going to be rough terrain to get through it, unless you find a way to dispatch of the webs. But yeah, ahead of you, you see a portal still open, and you see a very large green eyeball protruding out the side of the wall. 4 large tentacles just kind of flapping, and it's staring and it's blinking over at you. On the pedestal next to the large eyeball, you see an emerald soaked in blood sitting on the pedestal. Various crystals jet out into this cave, and there is a large magical, almost pentagram style, carved into the floor with a little altar and with a pool of blood sitting in the top of it. And so that will end your turn, and it will go to Radagast.
Radagast is going to move up to about here. And for my action, I am going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, nice. Is
And
that centered around you?
yeah, it's centered around me.
20 feet?
15 feet.
15 feet.
And if anybody sees it, it is just a bunch of flying dead birds. Flying in a different circle, kind of like they've been panicked. As I am just looking out for anything that's going to come at me.
Nice. I know Ember's loving those dead birds aesthetics right now. All right. That's bonus action, or is that an action?
That's my action.
Okay. Still got movement and stuff?
I used all my movement.
Used it all? Okay.
And that would be it.
Oh, perfect. All right. As you brandish out these immaculate dead birds hovering around you now, we will, and at where you're standing, you also see the aforementioned scene that I described for Engree.
For anybody that looks at Radagast after, he kind of vomits in his mouth a little bit from seeing the green eyeball.
It's blinking and staring at you. Samit, it's on you.
I guess Samit would move forward, and then I guess depending on what it is I'm seeing. By the way, I have a 50-foot movement speed.
Monks.
So
yeah.
10, 15.
Will be difficult terrain to get through the web, but if you're going to go through the web, you will break the web as you go through, and it will no longer be difficult terrain for everybody else.
Okay, so 10 feet of movement to do what I just did?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm at 25 feet movement. All right, so when I look up, how many of these things do I see flying?
2 more in the vicinity that are flying around, and 1 more standing on the ground in the middle of the pentagram circle.
And the tentacles, how far out do they look like they could reach?
Almost to you, not quite.
Okay. Well, I guess I'd run to the first thing I saw right here and come on up and punch it.
You can punch it. They're only about 5 feet in the air right now. So, yeah, make a melee attack.
I've also got a 10-foot reach because the astral arms.
Nice. That's right.
Yeah.
Love it.
So, all right. And then I will go ahead and do my attack, which could be a 25 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
All right. And that's 10 damage.
It will take. Yep.
Then I'm going to do my extra attack, which would be a 16 to hit.
16 also hits, yeah.
Okay. And then that's going to be 8 damage. And then I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Ooh, okay. Oh, this thing survive. Does it survive?
Oh, I don't think I hit with this one. 10 to hit on the first
that one will miss.
And then I think this misses too. That's a 10 to hit for the second. Oh,
that one misses as well.
For nothing.
Yeah, close though. This thing looks really rough. It's very shocked as you just kind of slide in and just start hammering away on this thing. It's very taken aback.
Oh wait, actually, since I did hit, let me also use maneuvering attack. So then that way I can yell for Ember to run forward if she wanted to, because I noticed that she was really far behind.
Okay.
So I'd run on in. I'd be like, let me get a character voice. This place is packed. Quick, everybody, forward. Ember, hurry. And then that's going to add a D6 to the damage. So
nice. D6 to your damage, right?
Yeah, 3 more damage.
3 more damage.
Half your distance, your mobile, half your movement speed, whatever you want.
Like now, I can go ahead and move.
Nice. So you can move half your movement speed closer into the fray. You see a bunch of Dead birds. Yep.
Burbs.
And I'm gonna say your little flame is going along with you here.
Nope.
Sorry, I forgot you can move it too. You see a bunch of dead birds just fluttering the area around you. Anything else from Samit?
No.
All right. It is going to be the one you just hit's turn. It is going to fly about 10 feet more up into the air, and it does not provoke attacks of opportunity. So it's a total of 15. It has fly. I think it has flyby. Yes. Does not provoke attacks of opportunity when it flies out of an enemy's reach. And it is going to make 2 tailspine attacks on you, Samit. That's a 19 to hit. That is a natural 1. So does the 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. That is going to be... You're going to take 6 points of piercing damage, and as it hits you, you're going to take another 5 points of fire damage. So it's 11 total. Those were max damage on both of those damage dice. 5 of that's fire. As it throws forward one of its tails, or its tail, and you see spines splinter off of it, and as it hits you, kind of engulfs into flames and fizzles away. That was its turn. Ember, it is your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move closer.
Okay. I think you can move through Spirit Guardians without getting hurt as well.
Yes.
So I can't see Samit from where I'm at.
Correct. There's a wall in the way.
Okay.
But you do see Engree.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And still up to this point, the eyeball is just staring at you.
Staring at who?
Samit and Engree.
I can't see the other things that are attacking. Like I can't see.
From where you're at, yeah, no, you don't see any of them from where you're at. Just the big, large green eyeball staring at you.
Okay, so when I see that, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, what the fuck?" And then I guess that's my turn. I don't know.
You can
It
dash
hasn't
if you want
attacked
to.
yet.
No, it hasn't. You can dash if you want to double your movement speed for your action. It's up to you.
I don't know that I want to get closer to the eye though.
That's perfectly fair. I definitely understand that. So
Can the eyeball take emotional damage from hearing that though?
It's just one tear.
Yeah, I guess that's because I don't
That's
think
it
I
for
have
Ember?
anything exciting yet.
All right. In that case, little old Spawn Devil is going to. How much movement does it have? 40 feet of flying. Okay, so.
Ah, yes, come towards me.
I think it wants to. It's 15, 25. Okay, so yeah, it'll go there. And that makes it's only 5 feet up in the air. That way we know. And it is, yep, it's going to take, 3 of you are there though. I'm going to roll a d6 for this. Yep, okay, so it is going to hit shoot Radaghast with, try to hit you with 2 of its tail spines.
It could certainly try.
17 plus 4, so
that hits.
21. And the other one is a 12 plus 4, 16?
Nope.
Nope, so just the first one?
First one hits.
All right. It's going to be 5 points of piercing damage as this tail needle flies kind of into the... You're fully armored, right?
Yep.
Just finds a nice little crease under your armpit, and as it hits you with that 5 points of piercing damage, it'll catch flame and deal another 2 points of fire damage to you.
I am resistant to fire damage, so that's only 1.
Nice. Very nice. And that's it for its turn. But it's supposed to say Barbed Devil, but it says Barbara Devil. This devil's name is Barbara. I did not notice that. So Barbara is going to...
That's what I thought the book said, is that it's a Barbara Devil.
Oh, man. Barbara is going to walk up here, and I think you're the closest one, Samit, in the thick of it. It is going to... what does it do? Okay, it's going to... ooh.
Oh, wait. As it comes into my space, I'm going to brace. No, I can't. Never mind. I already...
Used your... Yeah.
Oh, no, because what's it called? That's not a reaction.
Does it not use your reaction?
Yeah, it doesn't use it, so I can't
Oh,
actually
nice.
do that. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm going to
go right
brace. This thing runs in.
Mm-hmm. And what does that give you?
11 to hit.
11 to hit. Okay, that's
Mhm.
right. Okay, I see what you're saying. The arms, the astral self. I'm not as familiar with those. 11 to hit. Its AC is 15. So as your astral arm hits it, it just kind of hits it in the chest, and it gets a little. And it's gonna try to claw you a couple times, or hit you with a claw and a tail, actually. Oh, one. It makes 3 melee attacks. So two claws and a tail attack. That's a 3 plus 6. A 9's gonna miss, I'm assuming. 16 plus 6, 63.
Okay, that hits.
21 to hit. Math is not my strong suit. And then an 18 to hit.
So that hits 17's armor class.
Okay, so 2 will hit, 1 claw and 1 tail. That's gonna be... The first claw attack is going to deal 7 points of piercing damage, and the tail attack, though, is going to do 6 points of piercing damage as it smashes into the side of you, and it feels just like somebody hit you with a really, really big thorn bush. I guess that's kind of what its tail is. And that'll end its turn as it kind of cackles at you and goes to Engree.
Sees me spit out a whole bunch of blood and kind of like waver. Almost to one knee, but I keep my feeding my foot.
All right, Engree.
So you said the winged one is 15 feet in the air?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Then Engree's gonna see what happened to Samit and run over and I don't know what the name of the thing is, so that's fine. And he's gonna get really upset at Barbara, even though he doesn't know this thing's name is Barbara.
We know.
And he's gonna call it Samit, no, and run over. Actually, I'd say about right here. That way, he's in range of both. And he's gonna You hurt, friend. And he's going to go ahead and attack Barbara.
Oh, that bugbear range.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and smack Barbara.
That's an 18 for the first hit.
It's going to hit. AC is 15. Yep.
And that's an 8 plus 2, so that's 10.
Nice.
And then since I'm raging, I get a second hit. Which that one's an 18 as well.
To hit. Yep. 18 to hit. Hits. So we got so far 8 damage.
And that one is a 9 damage.
Oh, it was 10 total damage for the first one, right? Because of rage.
Yes.
8 plus 2. Okay, perfect.
And then,
yeah, what are you hitting this thing with? Your hammer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as Engree is just delivering just these blows, Engree's going to verbally express and I have to explain this a little bit. Engree's going to verbally express that he is inflicting pain onto you, as in the receiver of the pain, which roughly translates into I am giving you an owie, which roughly translates to meow. So as Engree is just smashing Barbara with this hammer, he's going to be yelling really loud, meow.
Meow. There's a cat in here.
Yep, just smashing Barbara with this hammer. Just meow.
I love it. And Barbara seems to also be meowing. So it does you do some damage to Barbara. Okay. You see a couple of the barbs just break off the shoulder, and you can gather that these things there's nerve endings, like it's taking visible damage as these things kind of crack off of the elbow. Anything else from Engree?
Just gonna look up at the flying one, and he's gonna do the I'm watching you thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like since his hands are so big, he kind of just does like all four, or I don't know how many fingers Bugbear has. He does more fingers than needed, like pointing at his eyes, then points to the flying.
Give me an intimidation check. See if you can draw some eye to meet.
That's a natural one. Never mind.
Okay, yeah, it's just kind of and it's kind of giggling. And then it will go on to Radagast.
Radagast is going to move ever so closer to this wall while staring at the spike devil that shot him, and it's cursing at him in Inferno, saying, "I'm going to send you back to wherever you are, and I'm going to meet you there and beat the shit out of you." And then cast Guiding Bolt at him.
Guiding Bolt. All right, roll me an attack roll.
20.
A 20 hits. Yes, roll that damage.
13 radiant
13 points of radiant damage. This thing takes a blast and looks really rough. Both of these flying little devils look really rough right now.
He's gonna move over just enough to get him into the circle and like kind of block off this area with his little flying birds. As now all the birds are kind of just staring at the horned devil that's shot him.
Love it. They're all honed in, swirling around you, looking at this little fucker over here. And anything else for Radagast?
That is it.
All right.
Besides more cursing and infernal.
Oh, they can understand that. Give me Samit. What do you got?
All right. Well, I'm really doing poorly here, but I'm still surrounded. So I'm going to turn to this thing that just attacked me from behind, and I'm going to swing at it with my spectral arm, astral arm, and hopefully hit. Whoops! Did that go through?
It did. What do we got here?
23.
23 hits, yes.
All right. So I'm going to do 5 damage. I'm going to use a key point to do a stunning strike.
Ooh.
So it must do a Constitution 15 save or be stunned until end of next turn.
This thing is very constitutionalized. I don't know what the right word here would be. Let's see. It's very sturdy. Let's see what it gets. That is a 2 plus 7, so that's a 9.
All right.
So he's stunned.
Then I'm going to turn with my extra attack and jump into the air and try to swing at this thing above me.
Sure. Yeah. I'll say you can jump high enough. You're a monk. You can jump high enough to do that. 100%.
You jump good.
So that means attack. This is the extra attack. Given the class stuff, 8. But I'm going to Fury of Blows with this.
8 misses, yeah.
And then do 2 more of those. A 10 and a 17.
17 hits, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be 4, and that's 8 damage total.
All right. So, the one behind you is cackling at you as you turn around, you just deck it square in the forehead, and the cackle just stops, as it stands there and just stares at you for a second. Doesn't seem like it can move. And then you jump up and do these flurry of blows. You kill the one that's flying as it begins to flutter down to the ground. Oh, shit! I've been avoiding that key the whole time. I've been specifically avoiding that. I said I need to unbind that key before this game.
I mean, that one's accurate.
And I know this might be asking a lot of my turn, but I'm wondering, given this crystal that's there, given that I am proficient in Arcana, would I think that if that came off the podium that the portal might close?
You may give me an Arcana check. I will allow that.
It's a 21 Arcana.
21. There's no emanation around the emerald. It seems to have already done its job. And what you know about portals like this is they will close, whether that thing is there or not, kind of on its own time.
Okay.
And then we will move on over to that one's dead, so not it. And then we will move over to Ember. It is Ember's turn.
Okay, so I can see this guy up here. I don't know how to ping.
I can see your mouse.
So I can see that guy, and I can see this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other dudes that need to die still?
The eye.
Those are the only two things that you have seen so far.
Okay. So, because the eye hasn't attacked anybody, right?
The eye has done nothing but kind of move its tentacles around a little bit, but it hasn't done anything to anyone, no.
The eye's just making you feel very uncomfortable.
Right. Right. Okay.
Observing.
So I want to firebolt this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
20.
20 will hit, and it is resistant to fire damage. So
I have ignore resistance to fire damage.
Oh, yeah.
So fuck you.
I forgot the elemental adept feat. That's correct.
8 damage.
Fuck a me. All right,
so
then. Fuck a me. No, fuck a you.
No, fuck you.
All right. It will take the full damage because of that. And you fling forth this firebolt and smack it upside the face. It still doesn't even move. Like it's standing completely still. It hits it in the face. You can see it char, but this thing is stunned. It is staying put, not budging. Anything else from Ember?
No.
Okay. And it's going to go to Mr. Spiny Devil here, and it's going to release 2 tail stings at the same time, 1 to Ember, 1 to Radaghast. This one is for Radaghast. It is a 14 plus 4, so 18.
That hits.
That does hit. Okay. And then a 12 plus 4, 16 to Ember.
So my AC is 16. I'm trying to decide if I want a shield or not.
It's up to you. As it stands, it will hit, and I'm going to go ahead and roll damage to Radaghast.
Yeah, I'm going to shield.
You're going to shield? Okay. 6 points of piercing to Radaghast, and as it hits, damn, that's max again. 6 points of fire damage as it explodes into flame on you. But you're resistant, so you'll take 3. Now, Ember, you shield as you see this dart crash into Radaghast. You see one flying directly for your face as you throw up the shield, and it shatters and deflects off of your shield spell. And then we're going to head on over to Barbara. Barbara is stunned. I don't think Barbara can do anything.
Nope.
And ends Barbara's turn and goes to Engree.
How's Barbara looking?
Barbara looks
fine.
okay. Yeah, Barbara is hot. But you are no longer raging. No, you did make an attack, so you are still raging.
Yep.
Yep. Barbara looks okay though.
Well,
Just
I'm gonna.
confused.
He's gonna see Barbara there, kind of doing the Mortal Kombat kind of stance thing, kind of the dizzy or whatever they do.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go for it again. In case one meow wasn't enough, he's gonna do another big ol' just meow and let's do some more hits on that.
Love it.
So 14.
14 just misses. So you make contact, but not enough to pierce its skin.
All right, and then that's a 19.
19 will do it though.
And that is a 14 for damage.
14 for damage. Nice. It will take 14 points of damage. As you crash, you see its arm pop, its elbow pop. You hit right in the joint, and its arm breaks and snaps. And it looks down now, kind of gathering its composure. Anything else from Engree?
The arm came off, or the arm got dislocated?
It's just like the elbows broke, like he snapped his arm forward.
Okay, so it's dislocated. Angry's just gonna kind of just and that's gonna be it.
All right, Radagast. Got one more of these little flying fuckers by you.
Radagast is going to take one step forward, so he has a clean shot. He's going to draw his spear that has been on his back. He has only had his shield this entire time. He's like, all right, we're going to play fair then. He's going to throw the spear at him. 17.
Okay. A 17 hit. Would you believe it?
Because it's throwing, I think it's only 4, so 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. Yeah, it will take the 4 points of damage, and your spear just kind of sticks into its shoulder. It's almost the same size as this thing is. This thing is kind of small.
And Ember probably hears like in broken comment, like, that's what that feels like.
That's what you get.
I am going to say it drops down to the ground, not prone, but it can't withstand itself with the spear and flying in the air.
And I am going to end my turn. Actually, you know what? I'm going to walk up so I'm in its face.
Fair enough. All right, cool. And anything else for Radagast?
That is it.
All right, Samit, you've stunned the thing. Now its arm is broken and it's looking really angry.
I'm just going to kind of make this
me angry.
And then I'm going to hit it a couple more times.
Go ahead.
I'm going to purposely make like the sad face before I do it. So the first one's a 20, and the second is a 23.
Let's see. Both of those hit. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so the first one is 9 damage. The second one is 10 damage. And does it look like it's still standing?
It does, yes.
All right, then I'm going to use another key point to stunning strike. So DC 15.
Right. So let me get this damages again real quick. That was 9 and 10, so 19 total?
Yep.
Yeah, it does look rough, though. It is standing. It does look rough. As you've kind of like punched it in the face, and the whole bottom row of its teeth is now popping out from its lip. And it's making a con save. That one, though, is a 13 on the die. So that's plus 7. So
yeah, it passes.
20. Dirty 20.
Good.
Yep. So you hit it this time, and it kind of spits down blood. Anything else from Samit?
I kind of look over at Engree and go, "Oh, you learned." And that's it.
Ember, it's on you.
So the one with the spear in it over here, does it
Mhm.
look like it's being taken care of appropriately? Because I'm kind of pissed at it because it shot me or tried to. Like, does it look like it's gonna die soon?
It looks bloodied until it's
Okay.
taken a bit of damage.
Okay. No,
See
I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot that one.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Because it tried to shoot me. So hold on, Lulu. So I'm gonna firebolt it.
Roll me an attack roll.
Ooh, 14.
14 does hit. AC is 13.
Okay.
You did say the small one, right, that shot you?
Yes.
Okay.
For 17 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, as you, Radagast, you stand and kind of buck up to this thing that's on the ground, and it's like got a spear stabbed through its shoulder, and it grabs the spear as it's like it rips it out of its body, and this firebolt comes hurling kind of underneath your arm and just square and its whole body just splatters and explodes. Demon guts all over you. And it does go away.
And Ember's just going to kind of giggle a little.
That's scarier than the demon exploding.
And that's my turn.
All right, then it's Barbara's turn. Barbara not stunned. Barbara being hit on both ends. Is going to do attacks on both. It's 3 attacks. I'm going to roll. You're each getting 1, and Samit is evens, Engree is odds. Odds it is. So Engree getting 2 attacks, Samit getting 1.
Barbara can reach me?
Yeah, Barbara's got to move.
Oh, no, Barbara don't know how to move. Barbara is going to claw attack Samit and then throw 2 flame balls at Engree.
Flame balls?
Yes. These are Barbara's family's jewels. So that is an 18 for the claw attack on Samit.
That hits.
Okay, that is going to be 7 points of piercing damage as the claw kind of cuts across you, and then it's going to hurl flame on Engree. That is a 10 plus 15 to hit.
Nope.
15 misses. And then that's a 17 on the die plus 5. 22 to hit.
Yes.
Okay, that's going to be 14 points of fire damage as this ball of fire hits your chest. Just flares up with It flares up with Ember. And then that's going to be it for Barbara. Barbara wants to retreat. How dumb is Barbara? Hang on.
How dumb is Barbara?
Barbara, how dumb are you? Not dumb. Okay, so Barbara is going to stand. Shit. It's going to stand still.
Just say, I knew a Barbara. She was pretty dumb.
Barbara, if you're watching this, fuck you.
It's your fault, Barbara.
All right, goes to Engree.
Engree's gonna fiercely pat out his chest and gonna tap his shield again, and it's gonna look actually angry this time.
Kind of heated red.
Yeah, the thing kind of starts just like the emoji. Just like the emoji.
The fire hit it, so the face is red. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. And you say, the hurt. Hey, Engree is angry. And just gonna go back for more bashing. And you're gonna hear, I guess, what you think would be a cat inside this cave just echoing as these meows ring out. That's a 21 to hit.
It hits.
And that is 12 damage.
12 damage. Massive.
And then that's a 15. That's a no, right?
Oh, that is its AC. So 15 hits.
Oh, okay. 15, and then that is 7 damage.
7 more points of damage. All right. Yeah, this thing is Barbara looking rough. Barbara has had a better day than this before, but Barbara is still standing currently. Anything else from Engree?
No, just enjoying just the thrill, just of actually being able to be angry, and just completely just demolishing here. So,
Radagast, it is on you.
So Radagast turns around and is slowly walking towards everybody else. He casts Cure Wounds on himself at level 2. That was healing word. I heal for 14. And as he passes Ember, she can probably hear some crying As he's pulling out the barb that's in his shoulder.
All right. Anything else as you walk over?
No.
No. Okay.
Just crying, nothing else.
Just crying. Just
He's just like the priest lie, the temple is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Samit, it's on you. You got a rough ass looking Barbara in front of you.
Yep, with a rough ass looking me too. But with this, like, I'm looking at her, kind of, not doing well, and I'm like, I kind of like shake it off and kind of like swing and then fake one, but then kind of round back with a foot for my second hit.
Ooh, with the foot.
So the first one is a 22 to hit. Second one's a 9.
That does it. Admit the 9 misses. The 22 hits.
Okay, so 7 damage.
7 points of damage. All right. Ooh.
And I will Fury of Blows just because, unless, is it dead? It's not dead.
Nope, it's still going. It's
okay.
Kind of wiping.
I'm going to Fury of Blows. So I got a. Oh wait, you know what? Hold on. Let me take that back. I forgot I have the Clockwork Amulet.
Oh yeah,
so
you can do that.
Swung for that 9.
You can treat it as a 10 on the die, right?
As a 10, yeah, and then that means that it actually be a +7, so 17 to hit.
That will hit. Yep.
Okay,
Go ahead.
let's do that instead, because let's see. I need to do all of the
beautiful use of the Clockwork Amulet. Perfect.
Yeah, I just forgot that I had it too.
Cool.
So 5 more damage.
5 more damage. Ooh.
Still standing?
Still standing.
All right, now we'll go ahead and do Fury of Blows. Oh, I thought that was a 20 for a second. All right, so 15
hits,
and a 20.
Both hit. Roll damage.
So we got a combination of 10 total more damage coming his way.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I guess we'll act like that the fake when I swung with my foot and missed, but I just kept up the spin and hit him with my foot and then came in with an elbow and just knocked Barbara's teeth out.
Yeah, the teeth just Barbara just recently got the teeth out of the lip, pull back a spit, crush, and all the teeth just Mortal Kombat. You see slow motion, the jaw break, and the teeth just fly in multiple directions as Barbara sways, and you see one final flame kind of emit from the hand and then flicker out as Barbara falls to the ground. And the body, just like the other ones, turns to ash and wisps away. Their bodies do not linger around on the battlefield. You are out of combat.
All right. As soon as combat ends, I fall to my knees and just kind of, like my arms go away, and I'm just there on the ground.
See Samit laying there and just bleeding profusely from like the chest and the face.
Are we out of initiative order now?
You are. Yep.
Rio's just gonna walk up to him, kind of tap him on pat him on the head while still crying, like wiping away a tear. Like, I hope you guys did better than I did over there. You guys get cast Cure Wounds. Take 13 health points.
Awesome.
Nice.
You see me come back. Yeah, give it a big thumbs up.
And Engree's gonna reach out an arm. He's got big old long arms, and offer you help up at the same time with the other hand. Give you a big high five.
No, I'll take the help up and high five.
Yes.
This was quite a battle. And this thing, it's so, what do you say, creepy? I'm looking around for Ember in this
got.
Ember's just kind of like creeping around this wall over here, like hiding behind it, but looking at the eye, like trying not to get close. But like, what is that?
Its eyelid closes and opens and looks at you. You all, you see a chest sitting over here. It looks to be giant-sized chest. And judging by drag marks, you can probably assume that this was drug in here by Omag and set up. There is the emerald on the pedestal, sitting right next to the eye.
Yeah, I'd move closer to the eye to see if it would react to me.
Its eye just kind of shifts and looks over at you.
I put my hand up slowly to go grab the gem, but I don't actually grab it yet.
As you go to grab it, one of the tentacles recoils back, almost like it's afraid of you.
I kind of look back at everybody else and then look back at the emerald and pick it up.
Okay, you've got an emerald in your bag. It's worth 5,000 gold.
Oh shit!
Can I open the chest?
You can, yeah. It is not locked, and it contains a few things in here. You see a small, small to them. To you, it's about the size of a forearm, crystal bottle, and inside of it, you see a small boat, very articulately placed on the inside of this bottle. You see a horn, almost like a Viking blowhorn. Like an instrument sitting in here. It is large as well. And outside of the chest, by the portal, you see a singular slipper. Very large, giant-sized slipper.
A sliver, like of an like a material,
like a foot, something you'd wear.
Like this kind of slipper?
Yeah.
Oh, slipper. I thought you said sliver.
I heard sliver too.
Slipper. Yeah,
sorry.
Like a sliver of what?
Slipper.
So I mean, we saw him get dragged through the portal, right? So we know he went.
Hmm.
Is the portal still open?
It is currently.
And actually, at this point, I would voice because, now looking at you guys looking at the portal, what I know about portals, I would mention that we only have so much time with it. This is urgency. We want to get through.
What is this thing?
So it's like a altar with a little bowl in it full of blood.
Oh, and these are, I guess, just heads of creatures.
Yep, they're like little demon skulls.
Can Engree go over and grab one of the horns off it? Can he?
Give me an athletics check. See if you can strong arm this horn.
That's a 24.
Yeah, no problem. You walk over and it's very hard. Takes you a minute, but you kind of crash down, get a little bit of leverage, a little bit of torque, and finally it snaps off.
Engree's gonna pocket a demon horn.
Okay.
Are there any rocks, like pebbles?
Oh yeah, there's rocks.
I want to try to hit the eye with a pebble. I don't want to hurt it. I just want to see if it reacts.
Roll me an attack roll, just not with your spell modifier, just an unarmed strike. So D20.
2.
2. You pick up the rock and you go to throw it, and it kind of puts a tentacle out in front of its eye, and it just bounces off the arm, and then it kind of looks at you, and you see the eye kind of.
I'm gonna be like.
And now, all 4 tentacles recoil, kind of hovering around its eye.
Radagast seeing that. I was going to say, Radagast seeing this just walks up to her, and an Infernal looks at the eye and just says, blink twice for yes, 1 for no. Is it safe to go through there?
Blinks once.
Did the fairy hurt you in Infernal?
Blinks once.
Are you gonna let us through, or is this gonna be a big deal?
You see the portal slowly starting to dwindle down in size.
As soon as I see it starting to shrink, I would run towards it.
It does not stop you.
I would follow.
Yeah, I'd run through it.
Engree's as Engree's heading towards the portal, he's going to reach out to high five one of the tentacles.
It will.
It will.
It will high five you as well. I don't think it means to, but a tentacle pops out and you high five it on your way out. You think it's a high five.
The Engree shield, just to make sure it's gonna be look very pleased, just to know that it's a good thing. and then he's gonna go through.
As you go through, you find just on the other side of the portal. First thing you notice is it's freezing cold here. As you branch out into this portal and you emerge on the other side, it is just an icy tundra all the way around you. You notice it's frigid to the bone here. If you stay here too long, you can tell it's going to be very taxing on your body. You see that the ground is just one massively thick hunk of ice with spires of ice spiraling out of it. Ahead of you, you see a large group of devilish-looking creatures kind of on patrol, seemingly unaware to your presence as the portal closes up. To the right, you see a river running that kind of branches off along the side of one of the spires. Seemingly uninhabited, the riverbank is. Anybody can give me a religion check if you want. Way down the river, you see a large city floating on a massive hunk of ice.
15 for religion.
The cleric got a 7.
Nice. Beautiful.
Got an 11.
Oof.
I got a
Samit?
9. Do
A
you not
9.
get any help from me?
Well, one of you knows because it is a DC 15. So you know where you're at. You've read about this. You've heard about it. This is Stygia. This is one of the layers of hell. And with that religion check, you would know this is the home to Archduke Levistus, and that river is the River Styx. You see off in the distance these flying winged devils carrying off Omog. And that's where we'll pick up next week. Oh, you also find the other slipper. And
Okay.
that's where we'll pick up next week as y'all have entered hell. A frozen
How
hell.
high up?
Huh?
How high up is he being carried?
He's pretty high up and far off into the distance by this point.
Like
You
how
see
far
him
off?
probably maybe 250,
Oh.
300 feet.
So I can't just like fireball?
No, I wouldn't quite reach. Plus, you see a whole bunch of these like little devilish creatures patrolling the area between you and the spire. They're carrying him off to the top of one of these icy spires. So, for bookkeeping purposes, what you choose to do with them is up to you. You find a folding boat inside of the crystal bottle. And it is no ordinary folding boat, but it is immune to fire and ice and lightning damage. You find a horn of blasting was the horn that you found, and the slippers. If you pick them up, they revert to the size of the person who is holding them. So they are no longer giant sized, but they are slippers of spider climbing, and these look like they were worn by Omog. And so they are dragging him off. You're in the icy tundra. You're in the home of Levistus, the Archduke of Stygia, and the River Styx. And that's where we'll pick up next week as y'all venture further into hell. Yay.
Radaghast is just like, I'm home. Shit.
I'm just curious, which one's your dad?
I picked Zariel.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Because Zariel was the only one that had thaumaturgy.
Oh, Potato Man.
Yeah, their direction has cubicles and a poster says, "You're not an employee, we're family." Truth is hell. Yeah, Barbara got wrecked. Y'all fucked Barbara up. Something hardcore. Love it, though. That was nice. Well done.
That was
well
fun.
done.
Thank you.
I'm glad.
It was fun.
Glad.
It was very fun.
Devil fight was a lot more brutal than I anticipated it to be.
Yeah, I almost died. I almost went down.
Man, am I happy I have fire resistance, because I would have gone down.
Oh, really? Nice.
I was like at 12.
Jeez.
I didn't realize you were so hurt too. Very nice. I want to show these beautiful potato memes and whoever else memes. So I'm going to put them up over here for the world to see on stream. You can check them out in the meme channel if you want. Where is
the first one that popped up is, does anyone have dark vision? Radaghast.
Yeah. They were great tonight. They were great as usual.
Where is the
Oh,
there we go. Okay.
The
Anyone
Obi-Wan
have dark vision? Radaghast. Samit, after crashing a lightning-scarred flying boat to a giant's front yard, another happy landing.
Hey, listen, we were able
Nice.
to land in general. Okay, we
You did
should get
land.
our deposit back.
It could have been worse. Can you move your microphone closer, Nurse Wiggle? Deep throat the microphone. When the party is on a floating island looking for an emerald, a nice Sonic.
Knuckles.
Knuckles, yeah. Engree does anything the party, I would die for you. I love it. Oh, Potato Wife here. Mick complimenting Monkey Man's voice acting. Monkey Man. Obama meme. I love it. When Barbara hurts Samit, meow. Oh, potatoes! You make these in just the right time. I love it. Oh my god, that cat! The last thing you hear when Engree decides to wreck your shit
is meow.
That thing doesn't even have claws. It just has like. Damn.
It's fist.
That's a thick cat.
It's a buff cat. That's great.
Damn. Samit attacking with his astral arm, Michael Jackson. Nurse, oh, where's it at? Show me. Nurse Wiggles tells off the DM and literally flips him the bird on stream.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck me. It has fire resistance. I have ignore resistance. Jesus Christ. It's just fucking doubtfire. Oh, I love it. Oh, there's more. Anytime the party takes damage, Barbara, please.
Probably.
Was I the only one that was thinking of Golden Girls when everybody said Barbara?
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Barbara, after murdering an enemy with fire, the party watching. Oh, that's I think that is meant for Ember, after murdering an enemy with fire. Yeah, that was more scary than the devil. Enemies after meeting Radaghast Fist. And a point of view, Engree just gleefully high-fived your tentacle on his way through the portal. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for those wonderful memes. What a blessing. I love it. Oh, geez. Okay.
Oh, that was
well,
great.
I like to hear favorite parts. What was your highlight favorite part of the session, Radagast?
Honestly, it was just a fight of everybody having different quirks of, all right, I want to punch him. Meow.
Meow.
Meanwhile, there's an infernal shouting contest while Ember's just watching going, damn. Shame if someone lit on fire over there.
Just snap and just whoosh. Love it.
Samit?
I like the crash landing in the seeming front yard, and then him getting pissed off about like you caused this rut. Like, what's going on here? Like, like old man, you know.
Luckily, beautiful grass came into play. And Engree.
Just the innocent yet not innocent bit of the whole family jewels thing.
Yeah. Didn't expect this to take such a phallic turn, but it's chaotic. What can
I had it ready as soon as you started describing stuff with how you did it.
The third yeah. We'll see if there was a crazy old love interest. And how about Ember?
Probably Barbara.
Barbara.
Barbara. Devil. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's Barbara from now on. So Barbara, well,
that's what happens
Barbara,
when you ask for the manager. Karen asks for the manager, and then Barbara comes out.
That's Barbara as hell's Karen. Yeah. I think that might be our raid phrase. I'm gonna say Barbara is hell's Karen. Okay. So we're on that. We're gonna
call these flames. These aren't even hot.
Potato, will you strike up the raid phrase and the emojis for me while I start this raid? And we're gonna head on over to -2 charisma and say hi to them, because it's got a couple players from Thursday in it, and it's always fun to watch their Monday night game is really good. So I highly recommend you stick around and check them out. Can't type in talk at the same time. I need to add a word here. That's hard.
Word's hard.
Charisma. I can talk. Did I spell it right? Okay, cool. Yeah, I had a lot of fun though. This was great fun. Thank y'all for playing. I can't wait for next week. Venturing out into the icy depths of my favorite layer of hell. So should be fun.
Thanks for DMing. It was very fun.
Hey, well, it's my pleasure. Always a pleasure here on Chaotic. We have such a wonderful audience. Thank y'all for hanging out and watching. For the follows, thank you again. Keep an eye out. We're going to be doing the Twitch plays. I think Sumner and Nolan is going to be running with like Nolan and Mick and them for the Twitch play since we reached our goal for Extra Life, which again, I had an amazing time on that. So that'll be where y'all get to decide what's going on in the game, where you get to vote on what the party's actions are going to be. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we have the Thursday off because the Elkin Wild game falls on Thanksgiving. So we're going to take that off to spend time with family. And then we'll be back the next Thursday, December 1st, and we'll draw live our winner for the big ass Dragonlance bundle. So again, thank you all for hanging out and watching. And we'll see you
And Monday, right?
next Monday. Yeah.
Monday we're going to hell. Sorry, Monday we're in hell.
Yeah. Monday we'll see you all in hell.
There you go.
Bye. Bye.
I don't want to go to the DMV.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm gonna mute.
Cool.